All right, welcome. You guys are tuned in to our webinar. This is Nexa Lending Business Development Manager, and we're going to talk about Creator Connect today. So we've got two exciting programs. I got my co-host Anthony Gallup in here, the mortgage prepper. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself, Anthony? We got a good agenda on our hands today.
Absolutely, yes. We got a really good program for you today. We're going to dive deeply into the BDM and the Creator Connect program. And just want to introduce myself. My name is Anthony. I'm the mortgage prepper, not like a survivalist, but more like a strategist. And we specialize in helping people secure their own legacies through prepared home ownership. So we're excited to jump into this, and you guys feel free to reach out with any questions, and let's go.
Right. And it's the mortgage prepper on all socials as well, right?
I always forget to remind people of that.
Gotcha. All right, cool. So let me go ahead and introduce myself, and let's go ahead and dive right into the program. My name is Brandon Bee Dixon. My NMLS is 1541210. It's at BDM Loan, also on all social media. So go ahead, follow me, like, subscribe. If you like my content, drop me a DM. It's all there on all platforms. Go to my website, www.applywithb.com, if you want to book me for a consultation, or if you want to apply for a mortgage. You could call me 832-753-5541. Call me 24/7. That is the line. www.brandonbdixon.com if you want a lease or a list. Don't forget I'm a licensed realtor as well. HoustonCondoSales.com if you want to look for a high-rise condo or a penthouse. That's the place to do it. We have all the exclusive listings on there. Last but not least, thepowerofownership.org. We have the Power of Ownership podcast that we stream every Monday night on all platforms. You can catch all the episodes right there on the powerofownership.org. All right. And without further ado, let's get into this business development manager program and Creator Connect. First thing first, let's do business development manager first. So this basically is a program. If you want to make some money, this is the new economy right now where you're going to need more than one stream of income. Gone are the days like our grandfather where, we could work one job and support a family with 3.5 kids and so on and so forth. And the wife stays home and that is gone. So now you need about 7 streams of income. So we're going to go ahead and talk about this business development manager program. We're going to dive into it. For those who's looking for a side hustle, if you're online already, you're an influencer, this is perfect for you. All right. So without further ado, let's get it going. Let's get it going here. All right. So we got 2 ways to build income. Today, again, we're going to talk about the BDM program and Creator Connect. The BDM program is where you can turn conversations into opportunities. And then the Creator Connect program, you can turn content into national business. So let's get to this first slide here. All right, so my introduction here is going to be the Business Development Manager program. You already have conversations. Now those conversations can help you create business. I'll give you an example. Like say, before the pandemic, I went to Atlanta and I talked to all of the barbers and the beauticians, and I got them to be business development managers for me. And, because they're already having conversations with clients, people are, hey, I'm thinking about moving. I'm thinking about upsizing, downsizing, or whatever. You're talking to people already. Now you can get paid for those conversations. And we're going to talk about it more and more as we get going here. We're going to unravel this. Anthony, you want to take the next slide?
Yeah, so this particular program is perfect for influencers like Brandon mentioned and content creators because you already have a following and a network of people that trust and like you. So it's very easy for you to transition to something like this. And also, of course, real estate agents and realtor professionals, they are naturally perfectly poised around people that are looking to buy. So those are obvious low-hanging fruit. Community leaders, networkers, people that are in front of people and get a chance to have conversations with people that are going through different stages in their life. That's important. And then also business owners, right? And trusted connectors, because these are people that have created trust in their community and people come to them to patron their services. So that's a perfect, a really good position for you to generate income on the side as a BDM. And then honestly, anybody comfortable with starting conversations. If you're one of those people that make it's very easy for you to talk to strangers or break down walls around people. People may be nervous to reach out and connect with people. But if you don't have that problem, this could be for you as well. You don't have to be a loan officer. You don't have to have any experience in the industry at all. As long as you know how to talk to people and figure out what they're looking for, what they're passionate about, this will be a perfect position for you to generate some side income.
Right. That's amazing. So what does a BDM actually do? All right. All you do is start conversations, basically. If you're a people's person, you're not an introvert, you're an extrovert. All you got to do is start conversations. Market that's the opportunity. All you got to do is, however, is if it's digital, if you have a nice following on TikTok or Instagram, you already garner attention. It's perfect. It's almost like an affiliate program. You connect myself or Anthony to that person, and then all you do is track your business and wait for your commissions to come in. Very, very simple. It's a very, very simple job.
Yeah, and the way it's set up is that in order for us to legally be allowed to give you income for generating referrals, all of our attorneys spent months, almost years, vetting this process to make sure it's on the up and up, and it's completely legal. But it allows you to become an employee, complete the company onboarding process. You get a company email and everything. You perform the approved marketing and business development activity, and that could be something as simple as sharing and disseminating content, right? If you have a couple of flyers, or a couple of business cards, you can drop them off at places you go. Posting and sharing comment that we, as the loan officers, are sharing with you. The compensation is then calculated as a percentage tied to the funded loan activity, right? So if we close a mortgage for a loan amount of 500,000, you're getting a percentage of that 500,000, and it does compound as you deliver more referrals and have more closings. And then all compensation generally follows written company policy and applicable requirements, right? Now, the exact eligibility percentages, that's something that has to be negotiated individually. But just know that this is something that can compound, and you can make more and more as you provide more referrals.
Gotcha. So if you're a go-getter, this is perfect for you. All right. So this is the flywheel for the BDM opportunity. All right. So you gather audience. You start conversation, you make the connections, and then you wait for your check. It's simple as that. The compensation, like Anthony mentioned, is all you do get a percentage once it closes. So, but this could be a compounding thing as I get more and more business, as more and more people start to talk, the more and more money I make. And I'm not doing any of the work. All I'm doing is marketing. So this is perfect for if you're a techie, if you're online, if you're a personality, this is perfect for you. And if you're a realtor already, it's almost a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm. So obviously there are some things that make you a perfect candidate for this. And if you're a consistent person, that's perfect, right? You have a habit of doing the things that you know that are going to generate some income for you. This is perfect. If you have developed that credibility in your community. Now, we mentioned that some this is primed for people that are really good with tech. You don't have to be. You could be on the exact opposite of the spectrum and just be a people person of the old school type, right? Where you're just you're not even online, but you get out there in the community. You're involved. You're in the church. You're in the church groups, or you're in these groups in the school, the PTA. If you're a people person, you've developed that credibility already. And then obviously, if you're curious, right, you ask questions and you actually truly figure out what people are passionate about, you're going to uncover this stuff all the time. You'll be surprised how many opportunities you uncover just by being curious and asking questions and diving into someone's true passions. Obviously, you have to be compliant. right? That's where this program is, is, I guess I would say, found grounded in is compliance. You have to make sure that you're doing the activities and you're tracking the stuff to first track your money. You got to pay attention to how much money you got coming in, and then secondly, you have to be doing the actual activities, right? You have to show a track record of sharing this or sharing that or dropping these cards. There's plenty of ways that you can document that. And communication, obviously, that's with anything you do. If you're communicating properly and consistently, it should take care of itself.
Gotcha. All right. So what's your next step? So the next step, if you start a conversation, build trust, create awareness, this program may fit you. So easy as this right here. You could go ahead, see the QR code right here in the corner. Go ahead, scan that, and you'll drop a time on my calendar, and let's talk about it more. Basically, to recap this, you don't need to be licensed. You get hired as a W-2 employee with Nexa Lending, and all you have to do is market for us. When you market for me or for Anthony, you get paid a percentage of the actual loan when it closes. Simple as that. It's a simple job. So it's for all people, for all walks of life, for all type of people. If you're willing to get out of your comfort zone and possibly stretch yourself out a little bit, talk to people, organize events, anything you want to do. You can be as creative as you want, long as it's compliant. It's an avenue for you to get business. So again, just go ahead and scan that QR code, or you can text me 832-753-5541. Or Anthony, can you give your phone number?
919-336-0099. Just shoot a text or give me a call. And you can always go to the website, themortgageprepper.com, or any one of my socials, themortgageprepper.com, on anything.
Gotcha. And we're all 50 states, so no matter where you're at in the country, we're hiring, so it's not area exclusive. All right. So basically, just to give a story, and before we get to the next segment, I know they announced last month that they had over like $20 million in revenue that was generated just from the BDMs. So that means they paid out commissions, close to like $50,000 in just the commissions last month for BDMs. So the program is just starting out. It's been only a few months, so that if you want to make a significant amount of money as far as a side hustle or a side job, or not really passive, you do have to be active. It's not passive income, but you do have to be active. But it's not working on a railroad or anything like that. All you're doing is having a conversation, and you're connecting people, and you're keeping track of your actual commissions. That's all to it.
Yeah. And the other good part about it is that you can actually discuss with us, and we can get creative to figure out how you track your activities. Right. It's not something where it's rigid. Depending on what walk of life you're in, we can get creative as far as how you're actually tracking those marketing activities that you have to get paid for.
Gotcha. All right. So now let's talk about Creator Connect here. So just switching gears here for a second. This is the second segment of the actual webinar. This is for licensed loan officers, or if you're interested in getting your license, this might be the actual program for you. We just developed this, actually launched 2 weeks ago. So what we did is the market has changed, and the mortgage business, your mortgage business, if you're existing loan officer, has to change with it. Basically, I'm gonna do the next slide as well. This is built for loan officers considering a company change, originators that are ready to build beyond their local referrals. If you're ready to build a nationwide business, professionals who want to transfer our master video and live content, creators who need structure, coaching, and accountability, and then loan officers who want future forward platform. This is for you. So basically, we created a actual platform that has embedded coaching that helps you build your digital presence. So again, don't wait till the game has changed and moved on without you. It's already changing as we speak.
That's right. That's right. And the cool thing about this program is that it helps you build that that digital presence top to bottom, right? Clarifying your voice, make sure you're properly positioned, and helping you create and making compliant and compelling videos, right? Going live, which is now going to be one of the most impactful things you can do as a content creator, and it helps you build out the real time trust with your community. And we're always going to tell you and give you tips on when the best time to do these things and how to structure it. Obviously, engage. You want to make sure that you're engaging with everybody that you're interacting with online, all the comments, and you're following the right people and interacting with them. And then obviously, you want to be able to generate and turn those conversations into actual content or actual leads that you can kind of track and generate some income from.
Right. So the head of this, we just recruited Scott Bentley, who's the mortgage guy. That's his name, his handle on all social media platforms, who is the #1 social media influencer in the mortgage space. So he just signed up with Nexa and he's spearheading this project. So we're learning from the best in the business. And this is not just conjecture. We have actual proof that you could Google him and you could ask AI who's the #1 influencer in that space, and they'll tell you. So you're learning from one of the best. So what you do is you learn to create content that gets watched, not just to create content, just to create content. So we teach you about the hook, stop scrolling, that's going to stop people from scrolling and actually watch your content. We teach you how to master the lesson and make it memorable for your viewers. We show you how to add value to the actual reel or the actual piece of content, whether it's answering a question or something that's actually people are actively searching for. Like one of the biggest search things as far as in our space is what's the difference between FHA and VA loans. That's the most searched thing in the mortgage space right now. So it's just that simple. And then last thing is a call to action. We tell a viewer what to do next, and that's most important. All right, if they don't, you just fed them something and you don't, give them somewhere to contact you is null and void. So we're going to teach you all this through the Creator Connect platform.
Yeah, and my favorite part of this whole platform is the live content, right? Because live really it gives you an opportunity to really generate trust because people are now resonating more with organic content. It doesn't have to be super curated and highly produced. When you pop up your phone and you have real conversations in real time, it makes a difference. So this allows you, this content creator platform will help you create a clear topic and find a way to create an irresistible opening, something that hooks the viewer and guarantees more engagement with your content. And obviously, we can teach confidence, right, without sounding scripted. Now, if you're experienced in the business as a loan officer or a realtor, you do have the option of you also can lean on your experience, right? You've had these conversations hundreds of thousands of times. Putting it in front of a computer, it would be very easy. The learning curve is a lot easier than you would think. Obviously, you want to invite questions and create more engagement, interaction. That's going to help push the algorithm to say that this is content that should be in front of everybody, right? Also, you want to make sure that you're using a direct and compliant call to action. And call to action is super important because that's how you transition engagement into actual leads that you can track. And then, obviously, as with everything in life, follow up is the key, right? While that interest is still high, while they still have that dopamine rush of being included on something on their phone, because we all know when someone that we're following or watching acknowledges us, that triggers something, right? And if you follow up very quickly, you have an opportunity to much better closing rate with that.
Gotcha. All right. So don't forget that you can expand beyond one local market. That was the old school way of doing it. You got known or you attached yourself with a realtor that was well known in the market, and that realtor, he or she would, get you the most business in that market as possible. And you became known as the mortgage guy in that particular pocket of your city. That's gone. Most of the Gen Xers, down to earlier Gen Xers, millennials, and Gen Z are on their phone. And it's become global. So expand your business to all 48 states, expand beyond your local market, that one market. So now you're able to get more business. So now it's about interests and personalities now. So your personality, your brand has to be expressed where people can see you, where you can be visible. So now we're licensed in 48 states, soon to be 49. So all across the U.S., Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. So get exposed, get seen, get distribution, and get more business, which means more money in your pocket.
All right. So the real benefit here is that we are learning alongside people that are doing the same thing, right? We have a wonderful community of creators and originators building the same skills and going through the same trials and tribulations in their journey. So you have a lot of peer, you can rely on a lot of peer interaction. And then obviously we have, like Brandon mentioned, we're doing this from the best. We're learning from the best. We have expert coaches that have been trained by someone that's actually doing this in real time for you to learn from. And obviously the reach, using a broad company footprint to grow beyond your immediate market is how you prepare your business to last for these upcoming changes. We all know that the market and loan originating in general will be completely different in the next couple of years, but this allows us to kind of make sure that we're on the forefront of these changes going forward.
Right. You never know who actually might like you and who might actually trust you based on your live or based on your content. So why limit yourself to proximity? Why not expand it to who all likes you, who all vibes with you, who all you resonate with? Why not? We set up the platform. So which path fits you? If you're not a licensed loan officer and you want to make some extra money, let's go business development manager. You don't have to be licensed. We can set you up as a W-2. You can influence. You could have conversations. You could market, and then you can get paid for it. If you're already a licensed loan officer, Creator Connect, get with a company. You can get onboarded the same day. Get with us. You get signed up with Creator Connect. Establish a digital presence. Be future forward. We're going to teach you how to go live. We're going to teach you how to do content. We're going to teach you how to go viral. And you immediately, instead of getting licensed in each individual state and paying $30,000 worth of fees every year, you automatically have reach for a nationwide audience now without needing to spend all that money on fees. So it's already there for you. So let's talk about your next move. Again, hit that QR code at the top right here, and you can get on my calendar and let's talk. Or you could contact Anthony as well. Anthony, give me your phone number one more time.
Yeah, so you can reach me at 919-336-0099. Shoot a text or give me a call.
Gotcha. And just on a personal note, with Creator Connect, it's been 2 weeks. I was one of the beta testers for it. And I've been on TikTok now for 2.5 months. And there's so many leads and so many people filling up my calendar is ridiculous. I've already closed to this date 2 loans already in 2.5 months. Just closed like $1 million property. And I was on both sides, on the real estate side as a referral, and I did the loan, and I did a HELOC, and I got another one closing next week. So it's from a free service that doesn't cost anything, I'm able to generate revenue. So, and we're going to teach you how to do it, and we're going to hold you accountable, and we're going to coach you through the whole thing. So you can't get better than this. If you're with one of those retailers as a loan officer, or you're wondering where your business is going to go next, come on over aboard. Come on, it doesn't cost anything. Get signed up with Nexa Lending, and we'll go from there. Any last thoughts, Anthony?
Yeah, no, you're right, man. This is where the future is in lending. We all know that AI and everything is changing the entire landscape, but interest-based social media is now the new thing. And if you're not developing a relationship online, you're going to find that this AI push is going to soak up all of your business, right? Because that's where things are going. So I think it's perfectly timed for loan officers to jump in on this, get signed up, start getting comfortable with the whole process of getting online and getting all of the growing pains out the way, because you don't want to be the group that's coming in a year, 2 years from now,
Right.
trying to catch up while everybody else has already developed a nice little flow in the community there. So jump on there now, learn from the best. Let's get it started. Let's get it going.
Right. I think, and I agree with the CEO, Mike Cordes. Mike Cordes said this. I think in the next 3 to 5 years, the only thing that's going to be left is the people that have an audience. If you don't have an audience, the business is going to dry up for you, because what happens is it's shifting. The business is shifting to digital, and you want to be ahead of the curve and not behind the curve. So you can test your theories, or you can be stubborn as you want to be, and now I'm going to keep doing it by referral, word of mouth. But even if you do have a business that's referral based and word of mouth, the new habits of the new consumer is to check you out online. And if you have your social media as just a placeholder with nothing there, it's like that restaurant that has nobody in it. So they're going to think that nobody does business with you, even though that might be to the contrary, but it appears so. So people look at your content and they want to like you as a person. They want to feel you and off script, not just an empty suit. Those days are gone. Technology has come to where we could take a peek inside of that window. So the business and personal is kind of merged together. So you have to be the business.
Yeah, to add to what you're saying, Brandon, is that I know I came up in the industry with a bunch of old heads, right? People that didn't even have websites or didn't have social media profiles, and they had a business built off of word of mouth and referrals, and they were doing just fine.
Right.
But what they don't understand is that as the consumer habits are changing, like you said, these people are going online, and then the moment the algorithm and the matrix, whatever you want to call it, sees that they just searched mortgage or real estate, now it's going to flood their timeline with, here's this content creator, here's this loan officer that has a killer online following, right? So even if they came in for you and then they go back to calling you every day now for the next however long time, they're going to be flooded with online loan officers that have that community. And to be honest with you, it's a lot easier to lose your client to someone that's showing authenticity and consistent engagement online, because that's where people really get to know you. If they're just referrals from your sphere of influence, they don't really know you until you put that effort into them. But what's going to happen is that these people are going to be at night scrolling in bed after you've done turned off your phone and can't connect with them, and they're going to start connecting with these online creators.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you'll see your pipeline drying up.
Right. Can you, as a an empty restaurant, compete with the restaurant that has a line down the street? It's gonna be tough. So that's the position that you're putting yourself in by ignoring a digital presence and ignoring social media and ignoring the possibility of a viral business or a digital business, or adding that element to your business. I mean, you stick your head in the sand as long as you want, but the facts will show, and your numbers will see it. Now, you probably felt the pain already this year, so the business is shifting, and the people that have more presence are winning. Last thing I'll say, and then we can go to do the outros, is that why not? It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. To set up a TikTok. It doesn't cost you anything to set up these platforms. It doesn't cost you anything to turn your camera on. Why not? It doesn't cost anything to go live, and the output from it is tremendous. So if you could do something for free that helps your business, why not? And we're going to coach you through it. With that being said, let's get to the outros. Again, my name is Brandon Bee Dixon. My NMLS is 1541210. At BNL Loan also on all social media. You can go to my website, www.applywithb.com, if you want to book me for our consultation, or if you want to talk about any of these programs, Create a Connect or Business Development Manager, just book a consultation, or you could hit that QR code at the top right there, or you can simply call me, 832-753-5541. Call me 24/7. Text me, I'll answer. www.brandonbdixon.com. If you want to lease, you want to list nationwide, again, I'll find you somebody that's in our network. HoustonCondoSales.com. If you're looking for a penthouse, condo, townhouse, we got it. Last but not least, thepowerofownership.org. We got our podcast that airs every week. So if you want to catch up on that and you want to see my content, you want to see my personality, there it is on display, thepowerofownership.org. Anthony, I got you queued up.
All right. Yeah. So you can always reach me at themortgageprepper.com. And you can always reach me online on any of the social media profiles at The Mortgage Prepper. My direct phone number is 919-336-0099. So you can always shoot a text or give me a call. We'd love to talk to you, discuss any of these programs or anything involving real estate. And last but not least, guys, this is an amazing opportunity. You want to make sure that you're prepared. Right, you see the brand there. You got to make sure you're prepared for where the market is going, and this is the best way to do so. Give us a call, just at least see what it's about, and then make a decision on your own. But we're happy to be of any assistance, and looking forward to talking to you guys.
Yep, we're looking forward to hearing from you now. So call us now. Let's get it going. Don't wait till the boat is passed. I'm waiting to hear from you right now. Thank you. Appreciate it.